Yes. Ah. What's up, everybody? Peter Gilmore here for another video right here on Killer O Demons 669. And perfectly set of good hair. Way better than Shaggy 2 Dopes. Mark Pearson's hair. But I digress. So, thank you all for watching this video. Make sure you like this video. Hit the subscribe button down below. We are this close. We are 7 subs away from 200 subs. I didn't think it was going to happen, but we are on the cusp of 200 subs on this channel. And I'd like to thank all my subs for getting me there. We're not there yet, but probably by tomorrow or Friday, by this weekend, I guarantee we'll have 200 subs. And so, I know it's a little early, but I thank all my subs for making this happen. You know, getting to 200. Now we build on to 300, to 400, and to my ultimate goal of 1,000 subscribers and beyond. So, thank you all for the support. Keep supporting me. Keep liking my videos. Keep sharing them on Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, and all over the internet. So, thank you very much once again. Alright, on this late Wednesday evening, Wednesday night, early Thursday morning, it is time for your late night TNA Impact Wrestling review for October the 8th, 2014, the final show before Bound for Glory in Tokyo, Japan, #1, where they eat sushi all day, yeah! Oh, sorry. So yeah, Bound for Glory this Sunday, only on pay-per-view from Tokyo, Japan. I'll be doing a predictions show on TGC 87 this weekend, so check that out. But tonight's Impact was okay. It wasn't that great, but it was okay. I mean, still no build to Bound for Glory except for maybe one match. Okay. But anyway, it was an okay show. We start off with a recap of the Tag Team Title Series between the American Wolves, Team 3D, and the Hardy Boys. We have the final match in the main event tonight, Full Metal Mayhem! Yeah! And we also get a recap of what happened last week between Bobby Roode and Bobby Lashley. Will Bobby Roode get an answer from Lashley tonight? Well, Bobby Roode comes out to the ring, and he's like, well, I came out here early. I wanted to get this off my chest real quick because I have a match later on. And he says he knows he can beat Lashley if he gets that ever-popular 3 words, one more match. And he didn't hear Lashley say no last week because MVP basically, had to be his mouthpiece and, tell Bobby Roode no. So then Roode's like, well, I didn't get an answer this week. Last week. I want to answer this week. So he calls out Bobby Lashley for the challenge and the answer. But guess who comes out? The franchise players, otherwise known as MLK, but you only get M and K, MVP and Kenny King. I don't know why Kenny King's in this stable. He should be doing, Kenny King is such a great athlete. He should be in the freaking X division. He just does nothing. He just stands there like, guess what? Yeah, you my nigga. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to say that. But anyway, you didn't hear what I said. So anyway, MVP and him get in the ring, and he talks about how everyone who has gotten a shot against Lashley, like Jeff Hardy, like Austin Aries, like Eric Young, like Bobby Roode, has all gone down. So he says that, well, since you lost 2 weeks ago, you still get no shot. So they're about to leave, and Bobby Roode asks them, who drove the car today? Was your drive fine? Was it okay? And the MVP's like, it was uneventful. And then Bobby Roode He's like, well, who fed Lashley grapes in the back? And that's, an inside joke, if you know what I mean. Not that I know it, but I'm just saying. So he goes on about how the two of them are just lackeys and that he's never going to be a lackey ever again. He's going to win the title back again. And then he says, I'll do anything it takes to get one more match or one last shot at the TNA World title. And he means anything. So Kenny King's like, did I hear you right? Did you just say you would do anything? And then he's like, and he talks to MVP, and MVP has an idea. Then he makes a match where pinning between Bobby Roode, MVP, and Kenny King, where if Bobby Roode can beat them both in one match, he'll get his title shot. But if he loses, he never gets a shot again as long as he's a professional wrestler. Well, that kind of sucks. Well, So Bobby thinks about it for a minute as MVP and Kenny King leave, and then Bobby Roode is like, "You're on, dude!" So we'll see that match later on tonight and see if Bobby Roode can earn his title shot. So I gave that first segment 3.25 out of 5 stars. Then after that, we get a recap of Jessica Havoc winning the Knockouts title from Gail Kim last week. Basically beat the shit out of her. So we'll see what happens with her later on in the night. Then it was announced that we have 4 matches at, well, actually it's more than 4 now because MVP was put in a match. And I think there was a couple other matches on the card. I mean, Jessica Havoc against Velvet Sky was announced for the Knockouts title. We know who's going to win that. Team 3D is going to be taking on Abyss and Tommy Dreamer. There's a freaking weird and unusual team for you. Samoa Joe is going to take on Kaz Hayashi. Remember him from WCW. Now he's in Wrestle 1. And Loki for the X Division title. And in the main event, Sonata and James Storm, part of the Revolution, taking on the Japanese Buzzsaw Tajiri and the Great Muta. I don't have Miss, so sorry. So here's basically your card for Bound for Glory. I mean, an MVP taking on some other guy. I think he's taking on a guy from Wrestle 1. I forgot his name. I know EC3 has a match against some sumo wrestler, I think. So basically that's 6 matches. No build for the whole freaking pay-per-view! That's why I call it Bound for Boring, because it might be boring. And it's probably going to be boring. But, like I said, who am I to judge? Alright, so we get to match number 1. Number one contenders match for the Knockout title. Angelina Love taking on Madison Rayne, taking on Taryn Terrell. This match is you just standard old Knockouts match. Starts off with a brawl to start with all 3 women going at it like bitches on their periods. And until Angelina gets double teamed by Taryn and Madison, they're working together a little bit. They trade rollers for 2 as the fans don't seem all that interested. Yeah, I wasn't very interested in it. Then Angelina throws Madison to the floor. She hits a jawbreaker for 2 on Taryn Terrell. And then Angelina goes shoulder first into the ring post. Ow! And gets caught by a neck breaker for 2. Then Taryn hits a middle rope clothesline. And then she goes up top and hits a high crossbody, taking out both women. She gets back up, and Madison grabs a quick roll-up with a handful of ass and tights, I might add, on her. They pick up the win, and she is the new number 1 contender for Jessica Havoc's title, whenever that match happens, probably in a couple weeks. So she wins. After the match, we see Jessica Havoc come out and basically beat the living crap out of Taryn Terrell. She grabs her by the neck and throws her down. Then she hits a choke slam on her. And that's it. So, Havoc looking great going into her Knockouts title match against Velvet Sky. I don't know how Velvet, I was looking on the TNA forums and on Facebook, and a lot of people were saying, how the hell did Velvet Sky get a Knockouts title shot? I want to know that too. I mean, why would you have a number 1 contenders match for the Knockouts title before the pay-per-view, and you put Velvet Sky in, who basically never won the #1 contender slot. Am I missing something here? Bueller? Alright. We all know that Jessica Harry's gonna beat the crap out of Velvet Sky anyway. So, I mean, it makes no sense. Wrestling Logic 101. Wrestling. What did I say? Wrestling. Wrestling Logic 101, ladies and gentlemen. Same in WWE. Stupidity. Just saying. Alright, here we see Bobby Lashley in the back, and he's not a happy camper, you know, hearing that MVP and made a deal with Bobby Roode. So, we'll see what happens with that. So I get a segment 3 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we get a recap of Sonata turning to James Storm and how he became the great Sonata. You know, joining James Storm's Revolution with the new look TJ Perkins. I mean Manic. He looks like a freaking he looks like what was that guy's name? Basically looks like Mega Man without the freaking helmet and a big ass M on his chest. Okay. So that leads into match number 2. Loki and his partner Tigre Uno taking on the Great Sonata and James Storm in tag team action. This match is okay. You know, Sonata takes Loki down to start, but gets kicked in the chest. Tigre Uno comes in with some more kicks and grabs a roller for 2. James Storm then comes in, well, gets a cheap shot, and then he comes in, and they start working on Tigre Uno's back. Sonata gets tagged in, so they're double-teaming Sonata a little bit. A double team brings in Loki to face Storm, and it's Kick-a-Go-Go, Kick-a-Fest, or whatever you want to call it. Then Loki comes in like a house of fire. He hits the double stomp on James Storm for 2. You know, hits an axe kick as well. Manic then offers a distraction, allowing Storm to hit the backstabber on him for 2. I think James Storm was looking for the Eye of the Hurricane, but Loki made a blind tag to Tigre Uno, who took his sweet time getting in. Botch! And he launched into a Hurricanrana on James Storm for 2. And then it just broke down. Loki hit a baseball slide on the Manic on the outside. And while inside, Sonata hit Tigre Uno with the red mist on the turnbuckle. That blinded Tigre Uno, and James Storm hit the super kick, last call super kick for the win. So they build a little bit of momentum going into their match against Tajiri and the Great Muta at Bound for Glory on Sunday. Match itself was okay. I give it 3 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we go to the back. We see Gunner asks Sam Shaw if he's ready for his match with Brom tonight in a no disqualification match. Sam Shaw then takes off his shirt and shows Gunner that he had tattoos just to look like him. Okay. Then Gunner's like, why can't you just be yourself? And I'm asking, why is this storyline continuing? I really want this freaking feud to end. That's what I think of it. Thank you, Rosa. That's what I think of this feud. It's boring. It's boring. It makes me want to vomit. And hopefully that Gunner turns heel, and you know, and he's gonna turn heel eventually. And him and Sam Shaw are gonna have this stupid feud that lasts about 5 months, whatever. So I gave it a 2 out of 5 stars. So we get to match number 3, no disqualification match between Brom and Sam Shaw. This match is okay. It wasn't as hardcore as I thought it was gonna be. We get some trash can shots to the head, a drop kick to the trash can by Sam Shaw, and then a chair was wedged into the corner. Brom avoids being whipped into it. They head outside. Sam Shaw is still in control by nailing Brom with a chair over and over and over again. Oh my god, it's a slobber knocker. So they go back in the ring. Brom hits a Singapore cane shot to the head. Ouch! But Sam Shaw counters it with a superplex attempt onto the steel chairs. into a sunset flip bomb. Ow. So Samsha loads up the choke, but gets elbowed in the face, and then gets sent into the wedge chair in the corner. Then he gets hit with the steel pipe. What's that? Well, it was supposed to be a steel pipe, but it was the turnbuckle thing that Braum usually carries, and Braum gets the win. Match itself was okay. I give it a standard 3 out of 5 stars. Afterwards, Sam Shaw's girlfriend, Brittany, comes out to check on him. Are you okay, honey? How's your head? Can I kiss you? Whatever. Boring ass, lame fucking shit. Alright, there we see Bobby Roode getting ready for his handicap match. Coming up in just a few minutes. Then we see the Wolves and Team 3D in the back yelling at each other about who is greater. You're great! No, we're great! My penis is bigger than yours! No! Whatever. Okay. So then we get to match number 4. Bobby Roode taking on MVP and Kenny King. I didn't like the finish to this match. I mean, it ends in a... Actually, let me see, wait, Actually, Bobby Roode won the match. I thought it was a DQ finish, but... I don't know. I must have messed up. But anyway, Bobby Roode wins with the roll-up after MVP tried for the drive-by. So Roode gets his title shot. Oh, actually, he pins. I thought it was. You know what? I'm reading my notes wrong, so I apologize. It was a 2-on-1 handicap match, which became an elimination match somehow. I don't know. So Roode pins MVP after MVP missed the drive-by. So it's down to Bobby Roode and Kenny King, but MVP hit Bobby Roode for a cheap shot, so King can get a quick suplex for a near fall. What the hell was that? Oh, my girlfriend being stupid as usual. So Bobby Roode then nails a few clotheslines to come back though, and the blockbuster puts King down again. But Kenny King sends him face first into the turnbuckle. He tries to hit a springboard move off the ropes, but gets caught into the Roode bomb. And looks like Bobby Roode's gonna get his shot at Bobby Lashley. But speak of the devil, Lashley comes in and attacks Bobby Roode, causing disqualification. I didn't like the finish there. So I gave the match 3 out of 5 stars. Afterwards, Lashley hits a spear on Bobby Roode after the match. So once again, you know, Lashley, you know, doesn't have it. I guess he sent a message to Roode. So we'll see what happens. I guess I don't know what's gonna happen here with Bobby Roode. I mean, he did win by DQ, though. Mike Tenay said that he had to win by pinfall submission. So I guess he doesn't get his title shot. We'll have to see. We'll have to get a clarification on that. Alright, after that, we go to the back where EC3 says Rockstar Spud has one more chance to apologize to him. So that leads to a promo. He comes out with Rockstar Spud. He's in the ring. They talk about being undefeated for a whole year. Ooh, so impressive. And says he has victory after victory after victory. And he says it about 15 damn times. What?
Victory, victory, victory.
Victory is number 1.
Victory is yours. Here. The prize.
What is this? Oh God, you are weird tonight. So,
Here, the prize.
El Dorito S.A. Ole!
Did you say El Dorito?
El Dorito.
Oh God.
Anyway.
Is that his real name?
No, I don't know his real name. I could care less. Anyway. He says history is written by the winners, and this novel is written by Ethan Carter III. Okay. Then he demands Rockstar Spud get out of here right now for his apology. So.
Originally, there was a man named Dorito. His original life was as a burrito.
Oh boy. Get out of here.
Sorry.
Get out of here. Anyway, he says that he demands Roxo Spud to get out to the ring for an apology. So actually, so Spud does come out. I thought he was with him, but Spud comes out. He says they're best friends, and that he knows Ethan better than everyone else. And he knows Ethan's favorite color is green because he likes money. Does he like beer too? Beer! Money! Oh, okay. And that he likes his hotel rooms at 71 degrees, and the fans chanting, "You can't wrestle," get on his nerves. So he says that he does Ethan's responses to all the chants that the fans are giving him. But then Ethan cuts him off, and he brings up Spud fainting when it was time to protect Dick Cicada, and calls him a loser, just like everyone else in the audience. So then Spud finally gets the grapefruit, and he mans up, and he says, "I'm a rock star! I'm from Britain!" And he's not a loser. So then EC3 shoves him down and slaps Spud a few times until Spud finally has had enough, and he fights back with a slap of his own. So EC3 starts smiling, like, "Yeah, he slapped me," and says that Roxo Spud has some heart, which is what makes this so much sweeter. So then he goes, "You're fired!" So, and then he leaves the ring. So, it was a decent segment. I gave it 3.25 out of 5 stars. You know, I'm not a big fan of EC3. I don't really like where this is kind of going. You know, it kind of leads to some guy that used to be in another federation who did some dancing. You know what I'm talking about. I don't even have to say it. And I'm not going to spoil it for anybody. Especially my good friend Andre Corbeil. So, anyway, after that we get another video package of the Tag Team Title Series. And then from there, we see Bobby Lashley, Kenny King, and MVP all in Kurt Angle's office, Director of Operations, and they're all pleased when Angle comes in. And Angle comes in and is like, "What are you doing in here?" And, you know, and they're all happy, and he starts yelling at them. He says, "Look, did you see what you did out there? You cost Bobby Roode his chance to be the #1 contender for the TNA title. So, here's what I want to do. Bobby Roode gets another chance next week on the program for the #1 contenders match to Bobby Lashley's World Heavyweight title. And MVP is banned from the ring." Ha! Take that, MVP. So, we'll see what happens next week. So I gave it 3 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we... just check something here, okay? Alright, then we get to match number 5 for the Tag Team titles, the finals of the last match in the Tag Team Title Series. Full Metal Mayhem between the Hardys, Team 3D, and the American Wolves. Holy fucking shit! This match was fucking epic. Oh! Oh my god, this match was insane. Oh my... Oh, I gotta do it like Joey Styles. Oh my god! This was good. You know, there was like a sick table spot from Jeff Hardy, chair shots, you know, Whisper in the Wind, and a Swanton. You know, the Twist of Fate. You know, I mean, it was just insane. They brought in the ladders. They brought in a barricade that Davey Richards landed on hard. Ugh. And I mean, they had small ladders, they had big ladders. Oh my god! So, we get near the end, and Team 3D loads up for What's Up! But Eddie Edwards shoves Steve onto the floor. And then Davey starts going up the big, humongous ladder, but gets shoved onto the floor and head first into the barricade. Oh! Ow. And then the Hardys make another save with chairs. They put Ray on 2 tables. Then Jeff goes up top off of the big ladder, but Davey shoves it over, sending Hardy crashing into Bully Ray for, that horrible spot. Oh my god, that was sick. And then Davey and Matt slug it out on the top of the ladder, but Eddie Edwards makes a save and powerbombs Matt right through a table, and Davey takes down the belts to retain the titles. Oh, I love this series. From match number 1 to match number 4. I mean, it was freaking epic. And that's what, you know, the tag team title series was about. I mean, it was who the best tag team was in TNA, and it was the American Wolves, ladies and gentlemen. That's why they were former Ring of Honor tag team champions. Eddie was a former Ring of Honor. Stop that. Was a former Ring of Honor TV champion and a world champion. I'm gonna fucking beat you in a minute. Davey Richards, former Grand Slam champion as well. That's why the American Wolves, they put on great matches, especially in ladder matches. I mean, they are phenomenal. Now the AJ Styles phenomenal, but fuck you. No, Mark Pearson is boring, but I digress. So this match was, I mean, it was great. I gave it 4.25 out of 5 stars. Great way to end the show. And I just wish they had a tag team match at Bound for Glory, you know, against maybe some Wrestle 1 tag team they could put together. But sadly, we don't. Because, you know, with Davey's knee injury and everything, they had to, you know, Bound for Glory doesn't have that many top stars there. I mean, basically mid-carders and jobbers. Just saying. But, and I wish they really would have hyped this Bound for Glory better. I really wish they brought back the Bound for Glory series this year, but they scrapped it for some stupid reason. Just to go to Japan. But Impact tonight was okay. I gave it 6.25 out of 5 stars. Let me know what you guys thought of Impact tonight in a comment down below. We can do a video response if you wish. And that's pretty much it. So, thank you all for watching this video. Make sure you like this video. Hit the subscribe button down below. Subscribe to my other channels. All the links down below. And keep up the support. Share this video and all my videos on Google+, Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, everywhere else. Keep up the support, ladies and gentlemen. And thank you very much. So, once again, 6.25 out of 10 stars for me. And for Impact tonight, thank you all for watching. I'm going to bed because I gotta get up tomorrow morning because I'm going to Comic-Con! Oh yeah! So, and you guys are not. So, as The Miz and John Morrison said, be jealous. We'll see you guys next time. Peace!